Good morning, everyone. Today is another edition of Selling Life Insurance Over the Phone. One of the topics I'm going to talk about today is using the quoting system to sell life insurance over the phone. So I was talking to a IMO who called me who wants me to start sending them all of my business. And I asked him, so how are you able to run quotes? They said, what we'll do is we'll give you the links to all the insurance companies, and you'll go to each website and quote online through each individual website. And I paused a minute and I'm thinking, have these people lost their mind? Do they not realize that there's quoting systems out there that you can put the information in and it will spit out 150 quotes from the cheapest to the highest for all these companies? You don't have to go to each individual website. So if there's companies out there or IMOs that tell you that they can set you up to do e-apps, but you got to go through each individual company to get to run the quote, don't do it. That is a time waster. The reason that this thing is so successful is because we're able to run quotes. We enter the information, put the date of birth, the name, the age, how much face amount they want to run, and it will spit out all the companies from the cheapest to the highest on a 10-year, 20-year, 30-year term, whatever you want to quote. Then you're able to submit that as a PDF and email it to your client. So when they receive this through email, they're going to get a PDF of the quote, and they can determine which one they like based on the cheapest to the highest. What normally happens is that since all these companies are A or A plus rated companies, they usually go with about the top 6, usually all the time. So when I tell people that you're going to be able to quote through 150 companies, the real deal is that you're probably only going to sell through about 6, because these same 6 end up coming out to be the cheapest every time you run the quotes. So here's what happens. You're going to run the quotes, you're going to send it to them, you're going to call them back the next day for the follow-up. You're going to ask them if they want to get the life insurance, and you're going to tell them on the phone that it only takes 7 minutes to do this application. Do you have 7 minutes right now? Of course, they'll say, yes, I've got 7 minutes, and you go through the application. It's a very simple process. It's name, age, date of birth, any health problems. Just short health questions. How much amount do you want? How much face amount do you want? Who do you want your beneficiary to be? What percentage do you want these people to get? Are you the premium payer? And then you hit submit. Once you hit submit, it goes to the IMO. The IMO will then assign a case manager who will call the insured and ask them the health questions. Then they'll email the application through DocuSign. The insured will sign it through DocuSign through their computer. There's no paperwork at all. As soon as they hit submit, it goes straight back to the case manager. Case manager follows up on it. Now keep in mind that once you do a e-app and you've got a case manager on your side, this means that you will virtually never talk to that insured once you take that application. The case manager is going to follow up on the app. It's going to do all the questions. It's going to order the paramed if they need a paramed. It's going to order the APS. It's going to call the doctor's office to make sure that the APS has come in. The case manager is also going to call the insured after the policy is approved and deliver the policy to the insured. At that time, if you want, this is what I do, we collect the money after it's approved. I don't collect any money up front. I do COD. So the case manager will then say, okay, the policy is approved for what you applied for. I need to get your banking information. And the banking information goes in. As soon as they give that to them, they draft it immediately. The policy is issued, and they either email it to the insured or they mail the actual policy. And then you get paid. So your total investment in this whole process is calling the person, sending the quotes out, then following up the next day, or keep following up until they decide they want to do it. You're going to take the application. It takes literally, people, 7 minutes on the phone. And when people say, how long is this going to take? I tell them, this is exactly what I tell them word for word. I tell them it's going to take 7 minutes unless you ask a lot of questions, which will make it take longer. And people are happy with that because they don't have time. Remember, these are business owners who answer their own phone. They're in control of their own calendar, so they don't have time to spend 30 minutes on the phone with you doing life insurance because, number one, they've never seen you. They want to do it as fast and as quick as possible. The second thing that makes this thing successful is that, personally, I don't like to collect money up front because it creates a much higher level of trust if I'm not doing any banking information on the first call or the second call to do the follow-up. I let the case manager collect the money, get the routing number, get the bank information, because they've already established a rapport with the case manager who's gone through this whole process and does it all for you. Keep in mind that you are paid to sell life insurance. You are not paid to do paperwork. So that means your days of going and driving to appointments, doing paperwork, are gone. Your days of spending hours filling out a 30-page application are done. When I say 7 minutes, I mean 7 minutes. I've even tried to do this thing faster, but it really takes 7 minutes. So that is today's update on the selling life insurance over the phone process using the quoting system that we have. And remember, if a company is telling you that they're going to provide you with the websites of all the different insurance companies, imagine trying to send quotes through, let's just say, 10 different companies and having to go through each individual company website to run those quotes. My God, that would take forever to do that. So if you have any questions for me, give me a call, 972-679-9029, or you can call my Florida office, which is 805-203-5903. Y'all have a great day. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.